Hello mathematical literacy learners, I want to thank you for 500 subscribers. For the road to 1,000 subscribers, I want to do something for you. So any one of you who has a channel and are studying maths literacy this year, contact me on WhatsApp and I will give you a free shout out for the whole year.
Question 3. There we go. So we're going to take a look at question 3. Our question 3 says a family living suburb has a circular swimming pool with dimensions as shown below. The pool is situated in the middle of the yard and it also has a circular fence around it. The fence is 2 meters from the pool, right? Okay, so here is our fence itself. Is the yard has a circular fence. Okay, the pool is situated in the middle of the yard and the yard, it also has a circular fence around it. The fence is 2 meters from the pool. I'm just gonna try. I don't see it properly here. It says here there's a pool at the center and then there's a fence around the pool, and then the fence is 2 meters away from the pool. Okay, so dimensions. The diameter is 860 centimeters. You may use the following formula. Volume of a circular pool, circumference of the fence, 1 cubic meter liters. Okay, the capacity of the pool is 30,000 liters. Calculate to the nearest meter the depth of the pool. Okay, what is the depth? They didn't give us the depth. They only gave us the diameter, but they didn't give us the depth of the pool. They're saying calculate the nearest meter the depth of the pool. Okay, I'm not worried at all. I know that pi r squared h has depth, right? Remember that formula? Just going to write it down for clarification purposes. Volume of a cylinder is equal to pi r squared h. That there will be our depth, right? Okay, so which means we need to have the volume of the pool, we need to have pi, we need to have radius squared, and then we can get the height of the pool or the depth of the pool. Now, what do they give us? The diameter. The diameter will give us the radius. I'm sorted there. Now, what about the volume? The volume of the pool there. 30 liters is the capacity. I can convert it to cubic meters. See? I'm going to start there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 1 cubic meter is equal to 1,000 liters. And then I'm going to convert this 30,000 liters, right? So let's say we have 30,000 liters. Okay, the electricity just went away. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, never mind. I just load shedding. Just disturb me there a second, but we're not going to bother ourselves with that. We're going to continue as our so I'm converting 30,000 liters to cubic meters, right? I'm taking what can be in the pool and I'm getting the space inside the pool instead. Okay, so I do not know how many cubic meters, but I'm just going to cross multiply. The cross multiplication is going to give us that. So I'm going to say 1 cubic meter multiplied by 30,000 liters is equal to that one times that unknown times 1,000 liters, right? And then we have unknown sitting with 1,000, and therefore multiplying, we're going to do the opposite of multiply, which is divide by 1,000 liters, and therefore that cancels that. What we do this side, we come and divide this side as well by 1,000 liters, and therefore it'll be 1 times 30,000, which is 30,000, divided by 1,000, which is 30. So this is 30 cubic meters is the space of the volume of the pool. Yes, is the volume of the pool. Therefore, we now have the volume of the pool. We have pi. The last thing we need to do is find the radius because we have the diameter. Our diameter is 480 centimeters. So I'm going to sort that out as well. Remember, this is 30 meter cubed. I'm going to change centimeters to 20 to meters. Okay. The diameter is equal to 480 centimeters. Let's convert that to meters, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that by 100. And I'm going to get 4,8 meters, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then say, now I can find the radius in meters. So I'm going to say 4,8 divided by 2, and that gives me 2,4 meters. Now I have the volume, I have the radius, and I can find the height. Right, so volume is equal to this is a, what is this? Cylinder. Volume is equal to, the volume of a circular pool is equal to pi times radius times depth. Okay, pi times radius times depth, right? Okay, so what is the volume? We calculated the volume. We said the volume is 30 cubic meters. I'm going to substitute that. 30 cubic meters is equal to pi, which is 3,142, multiplied by the radius. We said the radius is 2,4. Multiplied by 2,4, multiplied by 2,4, multiplied by the depth. What is the depth? We have it on the here. We don't know it. It's the unknown. That's the one we don't know. Depth. There. Now what I'm going to do is all of these are numbers. So I'm going to multiply and get them as a one number. Okay, so 3,142 multiplied by 2,4 multiplied by 2,4, and I get 18.09792 multiplied by depth. Now I'm saying the unknown is sitting with 18.09792 and they are multiplying each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite and just divide by 18.09792, and then that cancels that. And then I'm going to do the same thing this side and say, I prefer that you do this with a pencil so that you can see that you added in at the top. So which is 18.09792. And now we're going to get depth. Now the depth is going to be 30 divided by 18.09792, and that is 1,6576,49056 cubic meters. Right. Did it say anything about calculate to the nearest meter? Okay, that's part of rounding off now. The nearest meter. So they don't want any commas. They just want in meters, no 0,2. They 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meters, just no commas. So this one, we're going to look at that. And then we're going to say the neighbor is going to tell us where we end. This one is going to increase. And this is going to be 2 meters in depth. And I'm done with that one. Okay, to clean the pool, they use HTH, a chemical. The chemical is sold in 10 kilogram bags. They use 40 grams of chemical per 10,000 liters water per day. Verify with the necessary calculations whether the 10 kilogram bag will be enough for March. Now remember, this is March 2021. March is, how many days are in March, first of all? So January, I collect like this: January, February, March, or March has the 31 days, right? So this is 30 days, this is 31 days. So January, February, March, 31 days. Okay, so 3.1.2. So I'm going to need it for 31 days. Now I'm going to say, they're saying that the chemical is sold in 10 kilogram bags, right? They use 40 grams of chemical per 10,000 liters per day. Verify with the necessary calculations whether the 10 kilogram bag will be enough for March, right? Okay. First, I want to point out to you that this 40 grams is for 10 liters only. This pool takes 30 liters, right? So let's first find out per day how much this pool uses, because this is not, 40 grams is not enough for the pool, right? Okay. let's find out how much per day the pool uses. So this chemical is 40 grams, will be used for 10,000 liters, right? Equals to 10,000 liters, but we have 30,000 liters. So what are we going to do? We're going to find out per day how much we need. Okay, so cross multiply 40 grams multiplied by 30,000 liters is equal to unknown multiplied by 10,000 liters. Unknown is sitting with 10,000 and they are multiplying, opposite is divide. By 10,000 liters, that goes away and we have 10,000 this side. Works every time. I do not care what anybody says. And then we have 40 times 30,000 is equal to divided by 10,000. So we have 120 grams for one day, right? So this one is for one day. So we need 120 grams every day. So now we need to know, will 10 kilograms be enough? Now we need to take 31, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to find out how many grams is for 31 days. Then I'm going to say 120 grams multiplied by 31 days will give me 120 times 31, and that is 3,720 grams, right? Okay, I'm not worried about that. But now my bag is 10 kilograms. My bag is 10 kilograms. I'm just going to note my bag there now that I remember that I need the bag. Okay, so now I need to know, I can't tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert my bag into kilograms, into grams, or I can convert the ones I need for 31 days into kilograms, and then I'm going to divide the two and see for how many days will this be. Okay, so what I'm going to say is I'm going to say 10 kilograms multiplied by 1,000, and that gives me 10 times 1,000. That gives me 10,000 grams, right? 10 kilograms is 10,000 grams, and I need 3,720. So I'm already checking the two, and I'm seeing that I will only be taking 3,700. So yes, it will be enough. All right. So I'm just going to go again, see, with this one, since it's a bit of a complicated question. It says here, to clean the pool, they use a HEAT chemical. The chemical is sold in 10 kilogram bags, and then they use 40 grams of chemicals per 10,000 liters per day. And this is the part where they try to confuse us, right? By giving us what we need per day as grams instead of kilograms, right? When our bag is in 10 kilograms. Okay. Then what they've done is also to confuse us. They didn't give us for 30 liters. They gave us for 10. Our pool is not 10,000 liters, it is 30,000 liters. So the very first thing we need to know is how much can we use per day for our pool? And that is the calculation where in the beginning I said I'm going to go find out. You don't have to do it this way. For example, someone would have said if 10,000 takes 40, then 20,000 would take 40 times 2, and 30,000 would take 40 times 3. So you can do it however way you want, but as long as you find out how many grams you're going to need for the pool per day, since our pool is not 10,000, it is 30,000, right? And then the next step is we're going to then, because we are going to check for the whole of March. So we're going to find out the whole of March, how much then we need. March has 31 days, and therefore we're just going to multiply what we need, which is 120 grams, by 31 days. And that gives us 3,720 grams, right? So let me just calculate again. 120 times 31, and that is 3,720 grams, right? So for the whole month, we are going to use 3,720 grams. Now, the package that we buy is 10 kilograms. We bring it home. Will it be enough? In order for us to know for sure that it will be enough, we need to make sure that the units of measurements between what we're going to use and the bag are the same. So what we did was we converted the bag to grams. You don't have to. You can convert the grams to kilograms. It'll be the same thing, right? Another thing you could do is, so now we say we have what someone else would have said, if we have 10,000 grams in that bag, right? We can divide it by 120 grams, which is for 1 day, and then say how many days we are going to get there. So that's going to give us how many scoops of 120 we are going to get. So 110,000 divided by 120 is going to be for 83.33 days, right? So yeah, we are using it only for 31 days. Since we are using it for March, it will be enough, right? So you show that March has 31 days, right? So the package will cover 83 days, but we only need it for 31 days, so it will be enough. Or you can just compare the size of what we need versus the size of the bag, and you'll be like, this is small, so basically it's going to be enough. The labor cost for the fencing, including the gate, is 123 Rand per meter. Calculate the cost of fencing the pool. Now, here's another question where they say, calculate the cost of fencing the pool if the fence costs 125 Rand per meter. But what is the length of the fence? The mean meters. What is the length of the fence? We don't know. Okay, so we need to find out first by using circumference of the fence, right? Let's find out the distance. Remember they said the distance around the fence is far by 2 meters. Let's go back there. Okay, they said that the diameter of the pool is 480 centimeters. So here's the pool, and the pool is 480 centimeters, right? That's the diameter of the pool. So 480 divided by 100 is 4.8 meters. Okay, so now they're saying the distance from the fence to the pool this side, and the distance from the fence to the pool this side is including this side as well. But to get a diameter, you just look one side and get it. So this one will be 2 meters. So what we're going to have here is a distance of the pool, a diameter of the fence now. Now we're going to look at the fence alone, and that is going to be 2 meters plus the pool, which is 480 centimeters plus 2 meters, and we get the diameter of the fence. So from the fence to the pool, from the fence to the pool, and then there's the pool in the middle, right? Now I'm just having a problem there with the diameter of the fence, because this part here is the wrong measurement. It's not the same as the others, right? The meters. So I'm just going to convert that and say divided by 100. So I'm going to say 2 meters plus 480 divided by 100 plus 2 meters, which is equal to 480 divided by 100. That's 4,8. So it'll be 2 meters plus 4,8 meters plus 2 meters, and that is 248,8 meters. So the diameter of this fence is actually 8,8 meters. Now I can calculate the length around this fence, which is the circumference of a circle. Circumference of the fence is equal to 2 times pi times radius, right? Okay, so now the circumference is the unknown, 2 times pi, which is 3,142 times radius. Wait a minute, I don't have the radius. I have a diameter of the fence. So I'm going to say 8,8 divided by 2, that is 4,4 meters, and that will be 3,142 times 2 times 4,4, and that is 27.6496 meters. That is the distance. Now, the question said, calculate the labor 125 rand per meter. So the cost will equal to 125 rand multiplied by the meters. Oh, it does not say part thereof, so we're not going to speak of part thereof because it does not say something like that, right? So there we go. So I'm going to say 125 multiplied by 27.6496, and that is 3,456.20.